No, this is not our first goal. So to give a show, to attack, and also to try to gain the ball as soon as possible. I told you after and before the first game against Chicago that I became a coach, and sometimes during this path, during these 4 months, we didn't have the possibility to do it because playing every 3 4 days without really energy or many subs was difficult to prepare a game like that, or was too dangerous maybe. And even today, maybe it was too dangerous to prepare a game like that, but all the guys wanted to do that. We talked during the week, and we want to go forward with our identity and try to do like today, 70 minutes in this way where we dominate, because we know that when we can do like that, when we can keep this intensity, is very difficult for everybody. And then probably the last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, a bit. The fear to lose again a good result like against Atlanta, or a lack of energy, maybe we drop a bit too much and we risk a bit more, or even against a good team. Okay, I go in English because it's very important for me. I decided to play with Olje this morning. And if you ask to the guys, all the week I try 3 4 plays. I had in my mind 2 3 doubts, and one of them was Olje or Alex, even 2 young players, but of course different characteristic. And I decided for Olje because I think he deserves. Really, because he's full of talent, like you say, and because I think that as a team now we are ready to help each other. So even if Olje sometimes is not perfect defensively, but he can give us a lot more on ball, no? So, and we start to recognize the other player that Olje, Yenna, Dante, Bryce, and Prince. So there are some players that have some special talent, and then of course sometimes they can make some mistakes defensively. I remember one, Yenna lost the man the first half, but all the other are very humble, and we are creating this kind of group where everybody is doing his job, and we are ready to cover the mistakes. So I think that we deserve really more, because for the first 70 minutes we dominate the game with the talent of this young player, because we don't have to forget that on the field there were 2 guys 2006, many guys 2004, players jump on the field 2008, 2007. So this is not next gen, this is MLS. So a player has to be full of talent, like we are, but at the same time we need to keep the intensity up, the focusness up for 90 minutes. And this is the process, I think, with this young, in 1 year, 2 years, and we can really do it very, very well, I think.
Thank you, Hassoun. Hi, Marco. Going forward, especially in the first half, you found a lot more success against the low block than you have in previous games. Was that in large part due to O'Hare? Was it something else? What did you make of the fact that your team was finding a lot more space in and around Austin's penalty area tonight?
Is the knowledge about each other, is sometimes to have a real double hit, because to have Dante one side we can really stretch a bit the defense. At the same time we had at the first line of build up a new keeper and also a new central back, so we need a bit of time. So every game we play minutes, we live. They live situation, and then they can solve. We can check with clip, we can video. So it's part of the process. And of course, we arrive at one point with Jalen, with George, with Joel, with Sam, to have this kind of knowledge, this kind of relation, incredible on ball. But when you change 2 3 players, it's not the same thing. So it's the same team, but it's different players. So we need to start again. And so it takes a bit of time, but we were good to find this kind of relation. I think that honestly, the guys deserve the congrats when they deserve. And the second goal of today, the 2-1, is the best goal for sure of the season for us, but is one of the best goals I ever seen, honestly. So pace, rhythm, speed, perfect pass, relation. So there was everything. I don't know if you agree, but I liked it a lot. Tell me, yes, I agree.
Want to talk about the second goal, but you answered the question. Can you talk a little bit about Ivan Aime? What did you tell him before the game or when he arrived yesterday? And is he going to be available next week against your rivalry in Toronto? What do you think?
Okay. I really don't want to answer this question because there are guys here for the beginning of the season that are struggling and working to get this kind of result and sensation. And I understand that the attention sometimes is on the new player, but the new player just, even, that is a very good player, just jumped on the locker 5 minutes ago to say hi to new teammates. So we're going to have a lot of time to talk about him. And I hope that he's ready to play some minutes against Toronto, even if it's difficult to integrate in some days a new player that was in preseason. So we are ready and happy to welcome him from Tuesday, because tomorrow we train, but he has some medical test, and we are happy to evaluate him immediately.
Marcos, premier match après une période assez compliquée, plusieurs départs, plusieurs arrivées, ton équipe a changé de visage, mais c'est peut-être plus aligné avec ce que tu veux comme type de visage, comme état d'esprit. Il y a des matchs où parfois le contenu était là, mais pas le résultat. Est-ce que tu es prêt aujourd'hui à dire que c'était un match référence de ton groupe, ou à la fois dans le contenu et dans le résultat, tu sembles être satisfait?
Yes, I'm very satisfied about the performance, but there are little things that for a coach are very important. Probably the most important thing, the way the players, our players, fight inside our goal after the 3-2 for 30 seconds to don't leave the ball to the hosting player. This is something for me that value more than 3 points. So it's changing something, and I didn't prepare a lot emotionally this game because I let them talk. And Pris is a real leader right now. He talked alone to the teammates, and I wanted to, like I said, to go out to the warm up to check, and the team was incredibly focused on the warm up. Then this week we were very good. I think I'm very satisfied about how the players prepared this game, with all these news, and then the day before you have a teammates on the locker like Joel, and then the day after left, the same as Caden, but the players were focused on this game because they know that if we do a good game here, then we can prepare better the most important game of the season, that is the next one.
Sur le prochain match cette semaine?
Yeah, it's their thing. I think that it's a strong word. But you know how I think it. I don't wanna talk too much about this game. There's nothing to say about this game.
Coach, I want to talk to you about the goal by Shinshuk because he gets a great pass. He's got the defender on him. He decides to take him one-on-one. The second he was carrying the ball, you can see that he had confidence that he wanted to do something special. He wants to take it to the inside. He wants to put it on his left. He scores an Aaron Robin kind of goal. I think the fans got a glimpse of all of his talent. When you saw what he did, what can he be in your opinion?
Yeah, it's more or less, I agree with you. I can do the same movement, really, also now, but not with that talent, you know. So he gives the sensation that he knew already everything, and during the training he's doing things like that. And is the reason why sometimes I try to play with him and also Dante in the same side to have him a bit more inside the field, because if we can have during the action Yenna more inside the field, we can really leave more situation like that instead to have him close to the line. But at the same time, they have this kind of relation, and yeah, that goal was amazing for the confidence that he shows. 2 minutes later, then he had to pass the ball to Buga and shoot again. So we need to improve also that.
So, Coach, this season you've said a lot of times that you've had to approach each game in an emergency mode. Now that the window's been closed and there's been a few players that have come in and out, do you still approach this game with that emergency mentality?
Today was a crazy emergency. Crazy because I had to play also with 2 central back with 4 yellow cards. because to be sure to have at least two central back against the derby. Because as soon as, let's say, Ferjo could take a yellow card, I had to sub Morales because for the risk. Because the only way is strategic. I decided to have at least two for the next game because in Toronto is another emergency game. Because yes, we have two new players, but one we don't know if he can play 90 minutes, and the other is new. And we have out Jalen probably, Sam probably, Brioni probably, Herbes probably. So still 4 or 5 important players out of the squad. But we lack the emergency actually. So I think that it's going to be harder for me when I have 24 players ready to fight for the spot and take decision. This is the hardest part of the job. But right now, we are going to prepare the game to try to deal with this energy. You saw until the end. Also two subs, sometimes two players. I think that was too early to sub Ferjo, but I have to do a double sub because then I cannot do a triple after. And then I had to do a double because Buga and Owusu. Buga was already tired, but Prince not. So it's not easy to deal with the emergency. But the guys did a very good job and they suffered at the end. And guess to have, honestly, to have Owen, that is 17 years old. So we forget sometimes to jump on the field and fight with every ball, something like that. Probably he gained also a penalty, but the penalty was impossible. So he helped the player, that was clear. And so it's something important for me, honestly. Thank you so much.
Who is the first here?
Thanks, Asun. Hi, Fernando.
Hi.
It's a very complicated game, especially when they pulled one back. How important is it to, as a unit, when they pulled one back the first time and then they pulled one back the second time, to just defend as a unit calmly?
I mean, I think every game is different. We're feeling that we're learning about every situation, and now it was a tough game because we were facing a really good team. Now we're trying to find our best shape, and from there start. We're trying to be focused on how we want to get the ball, how we want to fight, and I think from there just keep going on the game. As I told you, probably 70-80% of the players here are less than 23, so we're trying to learn as much as possible every game, every training. It was good to have this kind of games also at home. This energy that we feel when we're here, it's very important to push the last minutes. But yeah, just trying to learn and stick together and don't be like focus on other things that more than what we want every game.
Fernando, what was your reaction when you saw the second goal in front of you, the play develop or those 4 or 5 passes and the goal from Sealy? In my opinion, is one of the most beautiful goals of this season. I thought I was watching FC Barcelona for a second. So can you talk a little bit about the second goal?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's frustrating to don't show what we want in the games. I think we were lacking on this because I feel in training we feel this confidence, and now we're trying to put it in the game. But yeah, as you said, it was an amazing goal. But I'm not surprised about my teammates. I think we can do this and more. But again, we need to try. We need to still trying, not to be conservative. I think we have very good quality players, and as I told you, we're still working. We're really young with a lot of desire to get something better. So I just feel we need to work more to show this performance every game.
Hi, Fernando.
Hi.
We felt like something was different today. Do you feel like this game was more emotional? We saw Prince coaching from the line at the end of the game, the guys celebrating more than usual. Was there something different? Was it post Mercato? Was it just
Yeah, well, I cannot talk. I'm not the voice of other players, but me, I'm just trying to go game by game. This is the way I wanna. Well, I grew up and go game by game, and you don't be focused on other results, on who's in front. I don't know, points, whatever. At the end of the game, if you win every game, you will be on top. That's true. So also me that I'm here is like 2 years ago here. This only the fans and the players that played for CF Montreal know the feeling when we're like together, like this energy, like the special energy that we have in the stadium. The last games when I'm in the field, I feel this energy, this connection that we were probably missing at the first games in the season. Of course, it's our fault because we were not performing good, but now I still feeling like this energy, this special energy, and it's for sure it's very important for us to face every game.
Fernando, so you're one of the center backs that's been here the longest, and you've probably seen during the past few seasons, you've seen a lot of change going on around you.
Yeah.
What have you noticed has changed in the past? With Joel leaving and George also leaving, how has that changed your role in this team, and what's the difference that you notice now?
It's hard to say. I grew up in a different style of managing. When I started playing, or when I started training with the first team, I was training with players playing for the same team for like 7-8 years. So now with a lot of changes, now if I count every player that I play with, it's more than 50 probably. But yeah, you have to be prepared for these changes. I'm very happy for them to get a better opportunity, like Nathan, like George, that they're now playing and they're performing very good. But yeah, this is the focus of the club. Trying to do the best in the league, and then from there try to send the players to a better place. But yeah, I'm just trying to do my job. Nothing more than that. I'm in my role, and I'm not trying nothing else. Trying to be the same player, the same human being, and that's it. Gracias.
Hi, friends. Was there something special tonight? We saw you coaching from the bench. You seem like really, really, really want hard that win at home.
Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah, like you said, today was kind of energy. I wouldn't say different. We was building that energy in the couple games before, weeks and months, and like I said, last game to create the winning mentality, and today you could see the boys left everything on the pitch, and for that we got well-deserved the win, and besides of that, we did a great job, great game. Everybody fighted, but also with the ball. The second goal was amazing. Like as a coach, you love to see those type of goals from your team, especially one touch and yeah, the precision, the pace of the ball, everything was in this term perfect, and yeah, we just we just wanted to give also the fans something back, and we're just happy that it worked today. Yeah.
Hey, Western. Hi, Prince. It feels like, especially in the last couple of weeks, the link-up play has gotten much better. You've given a bunch of, maybe not assists, but the final ball before the assist. How important is it to you, not just for the link-up play, for things to run smoothly, but for the people around you to be playing better when they're playing through you?
Of course, as a leader, you want also to make your teammates around you better, and create passes or give them passes where they can explore themselves. And I said before, I can score goals, but I also can give passes. I think this is the little secret what I got in my locker, and I know also for myself that teams are watching me, but it creates also space for my teammates. So if they leave them that much space and keep the players very tight on me, I will create passes where my teammates can explore themselves, and like you saw the second goal, score. And then you have to see the changes in the other teams, because then they say like, okay, they can score too. This player can score too. So maybe in this split seconds I get free again. So it's like a little mind game what I'm playing, and I'm just happy to help the team with those passes, with goals, and first of all, it's just to be a leader and help. That's the most important thing for me.
Hi, Prince. It's not easy sometimes to be the big brother to the younger players on the team. Do you still take the time to appreciate the talent that they have? What can they become in this league, and what they can bring to the team in general?
Oh yeah, of course. I tell them every time to work hard, but I also tell them what they got, what other players don't got. And especially before every game, I tell them, okay, your opening player is might not that fast as you, or that quick, or don't have this technical abilities like you. So you have to find a way, or we have to find a way to put you in a situation where you can explore exactly those things to bring them in trouble or really hurt them. And I think today we did it for the longest time ever in a game, to really like be aggressive from the first minute, really annoy them, and also like play forward, straight, aggressive, direct, and you could see Austin had problems with that, and we knew also in halftime that if we keep going like that, they would still have more problems with that, because to keep that pace is against every team has problems with that, to keep it, because it's a lot of running and hard work, and we know we have like a good team who can really put the shift in and put some distance on the pitch, and not every team can match that, besides of very rare teams like Philly maybe or something. So if we have this strength, we want to use it, and we know Austin would love to play and to keep the game a little bit slower. So we try to not give them time from the first second, and it worked pretty good.
Prince, you were the captain today. What does it mean for you? And do you do something differently during the week? Do you prepare something to say before the game? Just want to know a little bit about this.
Yeah, like I said before, it's an honor for me You know, it's I really appreciate the trust also from the club and from the team, and especially also from the coaching staff. No, not really. I prepare my game myself always the same. I don't prepare any speeches. It comes from my heart, from the moment, what I feel, and I think this is the best way to push your team, because that's honest, and my teammates feel the honesty, and like you saw, I had the right words today, because from the first second we came like firefighters. We was highly aggressive, and yeah, I think we wanted it more. We just wanted it more. Today we was the team who really want to give something back to the fans, and Austin felt it, and we deserved the win, and now we rest, and next weekend we have a big game to away to fix something what happened in the past.
So, Prince, I saw you at the end of the game talking for a long time to Matty Longstaff, and I just want to know how important has his addition to the team been to you? And you also touched a little bit on next week's game. How much does it mean for both of you?
Yeah, I talked to Matty because I was very proud of him for the performance, and the shift he put in, and also like the gaps we had sometimes. He was the player who like filled the gaps, created the 2v1s, especially if the game goes longer and longer, the legs get more heavier, and he has like a God-given gift to. This guy can run for days, like really. Me personally, I never saw a guy who can run like him, ever in my life. And yeah, for us both, is of course it's a special game. It's our former clubs. Everybody wants to show their best performance against their former club, and this is what we're gonna do. We prepare ourselves this week properly, and then discuss how we gonna do it, and then we will put a fight in Toronto.
Prince, we felt a little bit with Marco and with Fernando before, and also a little bit with you. I feels like there's a bit of a weight lifted off your guys' shoulders. There's only been one win at the stadium this year in regulation. This is the second one. Is there maybe in the feeling in the locker room as well a bit of a kind of an unclenching that's been maybe building up over the last 2 months?
Relief, for sure, 100%, because we were a couple weeks before very close to have that feeling what we have today, and that we are able to do it today and or made it today is of course a feeling of relief, and also a feeling of we want to have it again. We want to feel it again, you know. So it's nice to have this feeling, but also to remember this feeling when we have another home game, to experience it again. And I think today everybody's happy, the fans are happy, coaching staff, players, and now we focus on Toronto, but for sure it's a big relief for us.
Thank you, Prince.
Appreciate it.